The pre-Columbian cultures of Mesoamerica revered the sun and moon and paid special attention to the movement of all of the heavenly bodies. They built temples and monuments to mark time and celestial events, and often oriented their cities on specific axes to mark the sun's zenith. Among the collections of the Hudson Museum are artifacts that feature sun and moon gods, as well as Chak, the rain god, and Ehecatl, the wind god, who is often associated with Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. Temples were dedicated to specific gods who were appeased with blood offerings and human sacrifice. Blood was essential to feeding the gods and ensuring the cosmic order by keeping the sun alive, the most important of the gods. Obsidian knives, as sharp as scalpels, made from volcanic glass were used to remove the victim's heart, which was the most precious organ that the Aztecs could offer their gods. To ensure a steady supply of sacrificial victims, Aztec warriors made war on neighboring city-states. The most prestigious orders of warriors dressed in jaguar and eagle motifs from head to toe. The spots of the jaguar were the stars, and the eagle was the symbol of the sun. For all of the pre-Columbian cultures of Mesoamerica, a new century began every 52 years when the sun's rays appeared at dawn. These cultures were obsessed by counting and the passage of time. They believed that they had passed through 4 creations of the world, with each world destroyed and begun anew. The Aztec lived in the 5th world, where the sun, moon, and people had been created. All marked time on monuments, like the Hudson Museum's Maya stela.
One characteristic that defines classic Maya civilization from the archaeological record are these large stone monuments called stela. And these stela typically portray a ruler in all of his royal regalia. The Maya calendar operates in various forms. So they worked several calendars in unison. The first, I would say, would be the 365-day solar calendar. That is a quarter day off, and it's unclear how the Maya dealt with that quarter day. They didn't seem to account for it over time. A second calendar is the 260-day sacred calendar, or Tzolk'in. Combined, these two calendars account for what we call the calendar round. And if we think of the intersection of the 260-day calendar with the 365-day calendar, any specific date names will repeat every 52 years. And this becomes a big celebration, and this is likely an old calendar within Mesoamerica. It's also utilized in central Mexico with the Aztecs, suggesting it's probably quite ancient within Mesoamerican civilization. In this case, the Maya also have what's called the Great Cycle, or the long count, and this is composed of repetitive cycles of days that account for a span of time of about 5,125 years, a little bit more. Most of these kinds of stela are time-stamped with the long count date or with a combination of the solar and sacred calendar days. Many of these are commemorating specific events like Katun ending celebrations. So these are major milestones in the Great Cycle, the Maya long count. Much like the odometer clicking over of a car or our New Year celebration, these happen roughly every 20 years. So you can imagine the kind of celebration that a Katun ending date would call for.
Visit the Hudson Museum and the Collins Center for the Arts and explore the cultures of Mexico and Central America.